For me, over Christmas, one of the best days is definitely Boxing Day. I love the leftovers, the cold pigs in blankets that are delicious. Everything that you kind of serve, make bubble and squeak, bit of cold ham, bit of cold turkey, delicious. There's another nice way of using all of this up. Imagine a full-on Spanish omelette, except it's using Christmas Day ingredients. We've got bits of ham or chorizo. You've got those gently cooked potatoes, leftover roasties. We're going to use some leftover sprouts, bit of pickled cabbage. We've got some sweetness from parsnips and carrots, and all of this together, absolutely delicious. Some eggs poured on the top and baked. This is a fantastic way of using the leftovers. Going to start off with a little bit of black pudding, okay? I'm just going to cut it into cubes. And here I've got a frying pan heating up with a metal handle because I'm going to bake the whole thing in the oven. Little drizzle of veg oil into the pan, make sure it gets fairly hot. And into that, I'm going to drop the black pudding pieces. I'm going to fry them, make them nice and crispy. And whilst they're crisping up, I'm going to chop up the sausages, throw them in. And whilst that's frying up, I'm going to chop up the potatoes, but not too small, still crispy from yesterday. Then to go in with the potatoes, some of the parsnips. Chop all the vegetables around about the same size. Then chop the carrots up as well. And then the sprouts with the chestnuts and the bacon. Just cutting them in half, okay? And then into that, the leftover, the nuts, the chestnuts, the bacon. Now, the beautiful thing about bubble and squeak is it's all those sort of flavours and they kind of all emulsify together and they're quite rich. So for the acidity to cut through it, I have here some pickled red cabbage. Gonna add that to the mix, all right? This will make a big difference. Good seasoning with salt and cracked black pepper, and mix it all together. The black pudding's beginning to crisp up, the pigs in blankets beginning to caramelize a little bit more. They're the bits, all those kind of like gnarly bits, the outside of kind of those sausages, the end pieces where they've been crisped up, taste really delicious. But more importantly, texture as well. When your chopped up pigs in blankets have started to caramelize like that, that's when you're going to put your veg in. You're going to start to roast off this kind of bubble and squeak style dish. We're going to get loads of flavour into it, loads of colour, warm it all the way through. And then we're going to pour in a mix of 6 eggs. Now I'm using duck eggs, okay? Now duck eggs, I mean, they're just a little bit richer, they're a bit bigger, and it's Christmas, so I don't know, makes it feel just a little bit more special. 6 eggs, whisk, kind of aerate it. It doesn't matter that this bowl had the vegetables in, it's all about getting all that flavour in it, okay? And that's ready to pour into the omelette once all these vegetables are beginning to get a bit of colour on them. Feels like Christmas Day all over again, except I'm sure a few of you might have a couple of sore heads. Okay, now you can see all of these vegetables are roasting now. They're kind of collapsed into one, and that's exactly what you want. And at this point, I'm going to put in my 6 whisked up duck eggs. And just with my spoon, I'm going to gently stir the eggs in, make sure everything gets coated and mixed nicely. I'm going to chuck it in the oven. We're going to bake it for around about 12 minutes, 185 degrees centigrade. Now remember, that is an oven-proof handle, not a plastic one. 12 minutes later, we'll have a little look. All of those lovely flavours. Eggs just set up. We're just going to leave it to cool, just relax for about 4 or 5 minutes before we serve it, just so that everything kind of settles down just a little bit. On the side here, it's got a little bit of leftover gravy, ready to drizzle all over the top. That is my leftover Christmas dinner omelette.